You are listening to the V-Cast.
Good Sunday morning. I am here with strep throat. Yes, that's why I'm all alone. No friends in life because nobody wants to be around my bacteria. I didn't want to let anybody around me. I didn't even think I was going to do a podcast. My throat's killing me. But the commitment for weekly episodes is here. So am I. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to rock out. Throat is hurting, so this is going to be a short one. I'm still sipping on some coffee, excuse me. For the working man, strep throat. It's really got me off track. That's not what got me off track. Just been lazy and everything else. I've been committed to the podcast, which is good. I've always only been one. Like I only have like one focus. Every time I get like my focus into one thing, like all other areas slack off. I can never stay focused on multiple things at once. So I'm off track with fitness. I'm off track with diet. I'm off track with just various other responsibilities that I have. Multiple responsibilities. That's the name of the game. I wrote a new podcast bio. And I let my wife read it. She was like, it's a little aggressive. And I thought, you know what? That's the point. Right? Isn't that the point? Like to be aggressive. I'm trying to pull up my website so I can read what I wrote. You can catch that on vicisfunny.com/ I can't spell my own website. vicisfunny.com/ the VCast. Boom. And then that should pop right up. And that would load. And it says, the VCast is real people having real conversations, hosted by aspiring stand-up comedian Vic Cedeno. That's me. Growing up in the mean streets of New Jersey, Vic has gone from being sentenced to prison to becoming a responsible family man on his grind. He mixes his unique personal experiences along with humor to discuss a wide range of topics and share the journey. Right? So I feel like that encompasses what the podcast has been up to so far and what I want it to continue to be. That's me. My wife thought it was a little aggressive, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it is aggressive being sentenced to prison, but it's the truth. I was sentenced to prison. I was sentenced to 4 years with an 18-month stipulation. So what that means is that I had to serve at least 18 months in prison before I would be eligible to be released. Not guaranteed to be released, eligible to be considered for release. That's the key. All right. So they wanted me to do 4 years. And at least I had to do 18 months for marijuana charges. That's what happened. All right. I sold marijuana to an undercover police. I don't even like calling it marijuana, but that's just I like cannabis. I think I want to get used to saying cannabis. I haven't said that, but I feel like a weed snob if I say cannabis, but that's what it is. All right. I got sentenced to prison for selling cannabis to an undercover police officer, which, in my defense, all right, which didn't work in court either, I wasn't a drug dealer. I was just doing somebody a favor, all right, because that's what the cannabis community is all about, is helping each other. There's no other community like that when you find somebody else that smokes cannabis, you instantly, no matter what your other differences are, that's the main connection right there. You both smoke cannabis. You guys are best friends for life. That's it. All right. A lot of my closest friends I've met in all facets of life have been because we have that mutual thing in common. And that's what I was doing. And, whatever. I got caught in New Jersey. School zones carry penalties worse than child pedophiles. So that's what I got. mandatory. So what was I trying to say? Oh, so that is the truth. The truth is I did not spend any time in prison. I spent barely 2 weeks in jail, in county jail, and I was in a program that rehabilitated me for my drug addiction and alcohol abuse. And it was wonderful, and it made me into who I am. So I'm super proud of it. So that's what I want to, that's the message I'm conveying, because that's what the podcast is all about. Me talking about my life, my experiences with my friends, with people I know, and hopefully people get something out of that and will pay attention long enough to get those little jewels that do come out in these conversations. So I'm happy about that. Everything's coming along pretty good with the podcast, I have to say. Like, as far as getting like, let's just taking small steps. Small things you're doing, setting up the YouTube page, adding links, updating my website. Like, these are all things I've been doing over the last couple of weeks, and it's because of the social media break, to be honest with you. I think that's the main driver in the social media break, because why is this trying to close this tab? No. It closed it anyway. All right. I got to fix that on the website. So, the social media break is like really unplugged my mind capacity. I don't even know if that even made any sense, but it unplugged my brain. It unplugged like a major part of my brain that was, I'm saying this all wrong. What the social media break has done, it has taken a large block of distraction that was in my brain, taken away capacity from doing other things. Okay, so and I'm not talking about just like posting on social media. I'm not talking about creating. I'm talking about consuming social media. That is where my deficiency lies. It's not in the posting. It's not in the creating of content, because that is artistic in nature, that you're tapping into your creativity. As much as people may not want to see it that way, too bad. All right. Creating content for social media is an art. All right. And if you don't believe it, you don't need to. Millions of other people do. That's why they follow certain people, because certain people create art that is, it transcends, what's that called? Like dialogue. Just pictures on Instagram transcend conversation and communication and our basic understanding of language, and it delivers something that you can't measure you can only measure by followers, I guess. What I'm trying to say is, like, the things that people create online tap into a certain part of your body or a certain part of your mind rather, that you don't want to suppress. So that's not what I'm actively trying to do. And then this is all things I'm figuring out as I'm going, because this is my third year doing it. I'm trying to keep a journal so that I can understand why I'm getting these benefits, why this is the third year in a row I'm doing it. There's no like social campaign behind this. I do talk about it on social media because it's something I'm doing, but there's no like, I'm not getting paid for this. This is not something that's sponsored. It's not something, the only thing I get from it literally is mental, like, pleasure. Like, I'm getting brain fucked. No, it's just allowing me to think more, and it's allowing me to consider more things that I do not consider, because my brain does not have time. I'm usually occupying all free time with social media consumption, more so that it affects my creating. All right. When I'm consuming, I'm not creating, and I'm consuming more than I'm creating. So one goal would be to consume less. That's one of my goals coming out of this social media break, is to consume less, because the consuming is escapism. Something Gary Vee always talks about, escapism. Something I do. I do it way too much. I escape way too much. And it's just not good. It's not good too. I mean, it's a little escapism is good, because you need to kind of step out of your situation to kind of appreciate it better and get a little bit of mental break and be able to assess something better. But you can't do that if you're just consumed in it. So, you know what's funny is in my journaling, I've been writing, like you'll see when I post this blog, you can go back on my website and see my previous blog that I did. But what I do is on my notes in my phone app, every day I just write day 1, day 2, day 3, and I just write random thoughts throughout the day. There's no linear thought process. There's no linear stream of thought in my writing. So you'll see the sentences jumble around, and there's no like literature format. I'm just writing down ideas that I think of as I'm going. And one thing that I've actually gotten out of this is that I don't understand why I have discipline in this one area, but I don't have discipline anywhere else. Why can I like hold down for 30 days and not do any social media? Because it's something I actively think about every day. Nobody's measuring this. I can go on websites. I can go on my I'm logged in to my Facebook on my computer right now. Not the one I'm on right now, on my Mac upstairs. I'm logged in. All I have to do is type Facebook, click it. When I click the Facebook, I'm already logged in. I never logged out of my desktop browser, so it opens up. I've done it a few times before, clicking on things, and it's brought me in there, and I've closed it. I have not, ladies and gentlemen, take my word for me, I have not scrolled on any social media intentionally or searched or cheated or anything like that. I've come across some pages because it's everywhere. There's news articles that are based on social media posts. So you really can't escape it in this day and age, but I am not actively scrolling, and I try to avoid other people showing me their feeds too. But I don't want to be rude. Like, oh, I can't talk on social media. Oh, don't show me your social media. I can't look. No. No, I'm not a crackhead. I just, I just don't want to get like a taste. I don't want to get a taste of that. I don't want to get a little taste, and that's what they give you. They give you a little taste, and then you keep coming back. Just a little taste they want you to have. Yeah, just give me a little taste, baby. Come on. You can do it. But no, I don't want that either. So I've been, but I can't be disciplined anywhere else. I can't be disciplined with food. I can't be disciplined, or no, let me not say that. I haven't been, all right? That's the difference. I haven't been disciplined with food because I can be. I've done it before. I can be disciplined with the gym. I have done it before. So it's not a can't situation. I'm not disciplined with other areas, controlling vices, going to the gym, doing morning meditations. Ladies and gentlemen, is there a blog post on my meditation? I did a month of meditation too. I don't think I wrote the blog. I didn't post it. So there's just another area of things I do that I don't complete. And meditation in the morning is wonderful. Just sitting down, focus on your breathing, 10 minutes. That's it. I have a little app on my phone. I turn it on. I sit there and I just slow everything down, concentrate on my breathing. And then I slip up and start running through my day and everything speeds up again. And I got to actively catch it and then slow it down and bring it back down again. And then that's a fight for 10 minutes. I just keep doing that. And that's fine. And then every time I do it, the fight gets easier and easier and easier. And then sometimes it gets really rough. Then sometimes it's not. Then sometimes it gets really rough again. And then it gets so difficult to just sit there for 10 minutes. And this went on for a whole month. And then I ended up like, I think why I didn't post it is I think the last 4 or 5 days I fell off and I didn't finish. And, that was just it. But morning meditations, morning writing, morning stretching. Those are things in my routine that need to be in there. They make me feel good. They set the tone for the day, and they get me. I just feel better, and then I fulfilled the commitment to myself, and I take that feeling and I put it towards the day, and I continue to pile on that. But when you start the day out, or when I start the day out by failing my own commitments, because this is something I've committed to in the past and this is something I want to do, but I wake up every morning and don't do it because I have a lack of discipline. So, but then and that's the foundation of the day for me. This is what makes me feel good. I know that I'm in my best when I do these small routines, okay? Do that morning routine, and then when I leave work in the night, head to the gym. Boom, half hour, 45 minutes. Cardio, just some running, get sweating, and then I do some exercises just with the machines. Guys, I'm not in full training mode. I am not the person that I used to be in those pictures. So I am a weak little bitch, and I have to just inch my way into it. And I get sore and I get pains and I'm just being a little bitch. But I have to do that every week. I have to conquer that little bitch. I have to beat that little bitch down so that that little bitch doesn't steer the ship. Because when that little bitch steers the ship, everything else is reflective of that. Everything else is just bitch made. So we have to just kill that bitch. So that's the commitment going forward. So if I can apply the discipline I can to doing this social media cleanse, and I'm getting the benefits from it, and that's why I'm doing it, because there's nothing else of it. This isn't a vanity thing. All right, people want to play me out because I'm on a social media break. People want to talk shit because I'm on a social media break. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Right? I'm not doing it for anyone else. I'm not doing it for vanity. I'm not doing it because it makes me look good. I'm not doing it because it's fresh. I'm not doing it because it's in style. I am doing it because it makes me feel good. So why can't I do that with the other things? Maybe because my previous motivations haven't been about it making me feel good. Maybe my previous motivations have been purely vain and about vanity and about what I look like and what I look like to other people. And then that's why it fails, because I'm doing it for the wrong reasons. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. All right. But the whole point is that I need to stop. I need to get out of the comfort range. All right. Tonight I have to cancel a show, Raveling Thread. That's not my fault. I'm on 2 days of antibiotics, and I don't want to go there with strep throat on a microphone and share that microphone with other people. It's inconsiderate to others people, and it's, as bad as I do want to go there, I love those guys, John Kirshner and Nick Cara and the whole Staten Island crew, and that show in general is just a fun time. But I can't make it tonight because I have strep throat, so I have to take care of that. But that doesn't mean during this week that excuse is going to last. Tomorrow I'm off of work, another rest day, and come Tuesday, Laugh It Up Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Nikki's Bar and Grill every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Free comedy show, live comedy. I'm hosting, and there's delicious food and drink specials. So that's happening on Tuesday. Gym's happening on Tuesday. Work's happening on Tuesday. We're getting back on fucking schedule. That is the point. And there's not going to be any more excuses, no more comfort zone. Back to hitting multiple open mics a night at least. I need a show, my show, another show, open mic. All right. If there's no other show, 2 open mics every single week, 3 open mics. I'm trying to balance not abandoning my family with chasing the comedy career. It's very difficult. And I use the family thing as an excuse sometimes when I don't want to go. When I can go and I don't want to go, in my mind, I make the excuse I'm going to stay home with my family, but that's not real. The realness is I can go sometimes and I don't. And that's going to stop. When I can go, there's going to be no excuse. And then there's going to be days where I have to stay home, stay with my family. I have those days. I have my podcast days. I have, there's just going to be a balance, but there's going to be more doing, less consuming. There just has to be, because something has to give. All right. Something has to give, and it's not going to be me, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be me. This is all going to be my bitch. All right. No compromises. Stop negotiating with yourself, Victor Cedeno, Victor Manuel Cedeno. Stop negotiating with yourself and get your shit together. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the end of the podcast. All right, my throat hurts. I got my point across. I don't want to sit here and drone on like I always do and just say random things just for the sake of saying random things. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. We're going to end this here. Before I go, I just want to plug some more things. Obviously, we have Laugh It Up Tuesday every Tuesday. And then we have, what else we have coming up this week? This week we have Dave Namery on the podcast. He's going to be here on Wednesday. Tuesday, Laugh It Up Tuesday. We got, next Monday, we have a comedy at the Trend Coffee and Tea House in Montclair, New Jersey. This show's produced by Esther Cohen. book me on that. Looking forward to it. That's at 8 p.m. Trend Coffee and Tea House in Montclair, New Jersey. Then we have Laugh It Up Tuesday, every single Tuesday. Friday, we got the Station Bar and Grill, Friday the 28th, down in Cranberry, New Jersey, the Station Bar and Grill. It's a free comedy show, delicious food. That's a great place there. And then on the 29th, another delicious place, Tiff's Grill and Ale House. Tickets are on sale here. Chips, this is Looney with Chips Cooney. I'm going to be hosting this one. Chips Cooney is going to be headlining. If you've never seen Chips Cooney, just Google him. He's been on Steve Harvey. He's been on Today Show, The Gong Show, America's Got Talent, all that stuff. The new Gong Show, not the old one, all right? You fucking pricks. It's the new Gong Show. And he's an illusionist, and he's hilarious, and he does a lot of great stuff. And it's a real treat to watch. So you can get those tickets online on Eventbrite. You can look it up for Tiff's Grill. Tiff's Grill, and I don't know, Tiff's Grill House. Or you could just go, I'm going to post a link on my website. So that you can click that too and get the tickets there. And if you get them online, it's $10 cheaper than if you buy them at the door. So do that. And then that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I am out of here. I hope you have a great week. President's Day is tomorrow. Or we should call it War Criminal Day. All right, don't get me started on that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a rating, send me some feedback, tickle my ass, do all that good stuff. All right, thanks.